everyone, it's me. So first off, Merry Christmas, or Merry Christmas Eve if you are watching this when I first post it. If you have found this video at a later date, hi. Happy, I don't know, Thursday, whatever day it is, hi. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna and I am a Canadian living here in Kent for the last 4 years. And for newcomers to this channel, I can't cook. Really hardly at all. So for this Christmas Eve video, I decided I'm going to make bread sauce, not to be confused with bread pudding, which I was aware of, but also there's this thing called bread sauce. Incredible. So apparently this particular dish is like the oldest British sauce, and it's legitimately from the medieval ages. So let's do it. Now, from the people that I spoke to so far, bread sauce is either something they've never tried but have heard of, something they've tried and they don't like it, or something that they have with their Christmas meal. So I thought for Christmas Eve, let's make a Christmas dish. Also, it's one of the oldest like British medieval dishes. How cool. Let's just get to it, shall we? So without further ado, let's go. Okay, so can you see? Not really. No, can't really see, can ya? So for this recipe, I'll put a link down below. I've got it down here. If you see me looking down here, this is my instructions. The tricky thing is I am not a good cook. I've never had bread sauce. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. And the only picture I've ever seen is from the recipe. So we are essentially making this blind. Merry Christmas. For this particular recipe, we need milk, double cream, an onion that is peeled and studded with cloves, 1 bay leaf, breadcrumbs, and butter. How difficult can it be? Surely. Now, originally I had seen some recipes that all called for breakfast milk. I don't know what that is. However, I did find one. This recipe is just for a semi-skimmed milk, easy peasy. So I bought this semi-skimmed milk. I think it was from my Ocado order. But do you guys see this? This is bagged milk. Everybody gets upset at me being... Okay, so it's leaking. I don't know if you saw that. In Canada, we have bagged milk, not quite like this, but everybody always freaks out when I say that Canada does use bagged milk. Not everywhere, but a lot of places. But you guys do have bagged milk in this country. That was probably not a good representation though, because it's leaking. Anyway, let's work fast. So to start off, we need to put 300 milliliters of semi-skimmed milk, 150 milliliters of our cream, plus that onion with the cloves shoved into it, and a bay leaf all into a saucepan. Okay? Fabulous. Oops, I didn't mean to spill that, but I thought it might look cool. Probably not though. 300 milliliters of milk. 150 milliliters of double cream. Ew, that just got everywhere. So after all the liquidy stuff is in the pot, it says to take 1 full onion with 6 cloves. So I've done 3 in each. Definitely make sure to touch your eyes after you finish this step because it's a real invigorating experience and I really recommend it. And finally, we're gonna put 1 bay leaf. Now, I do need to give a shout out to one of my Patreon/Twitch people, Bayless. He sent me the link to this bread sauce mystery because he is one of the people that actually eats it at Christmas time. So cheers, Bayless. Thank you very much. And we're gonna put that bay leaf in the pot. Wonderful. Can I do a tiniest bit of a plug for myself? Is that all right? Is that okay in this Christmas time, the season of giving? So I wanted to tell you guys that every Sunday I am live streaming on Twitch, which is just twitch.tv/adventuresinapps. I know a lot of people don't like video games. It is more than that, I promise. On top of that, I also post a private Patreon video every Saturday. So if you support me on Patreon, you can get access to that. And we also have a chat room that we're all in together. That's how I got this recipe from Bayless, in our chat room. Okay, that felt gross, but I've said it now, so do with that what you will. Now, unfortunately, this is quite loud, so that's all I'm gonna say, I guess. Hi, welcome back. I hope you didn't go anywhere. Probably looks like no time has even passed. That was a lie. I brought my mixture thing to a boil, and then I've just reduced the heat, and I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes so all the flavors can get to know each other, maybe have a nice icebreaker, you know, say one unique thing about yourself, and then we'll come back to that pot in a little bit. In the meantime, we need to do the star of the show, which is breadcrumbs. Great. Wow, that really has a very interesting smell. I'm not really sure about that, but anyway. So we need 175 grams of breadcrumbs. So I am using a scale because when in Rome, you know. Anyway, how's Christmas? I hope you guys are feeling calm and yet slightly panicked that you're forgetting something, because I know that's how I like to feel at Christmas time. Just relaxed, but also feeling that impending sense of doom that's coming and you're not really sure why. It's a fun time. For people who have been asking, I am planning on posting next Tuesday, which will be New Year's Eve. If I change my mind, I will let you know, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to. So thank you for asking. It's kind of crazy that people are actually like waiting for my videos to go up, which is insane. I used to post YouTube videos for like a year, basically. Every Tuesday for like a year, and hardly anybody watched them. And now we've gotten to a point where people are actually asking, hey, are you putting a video out next week? Like, that feels pretty cool. So for that, I thank you guys so much. You guys have made 2019 such a like surreal experience, and it's just kind of like sometimes it's hard to comprehend. So, but I do hope you guys have a lovely Christmas. I like catching up with you guys here. Oh, guess what? We're a gram away. Do you think we can get it? Nice, perfect. But I do hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas. I am just so happy. I'm so happy you are in my life. Okay, is that too weird to say? Maybe. Anyway, let's not talk about feelings anymore because that makes me uncomfortable. We're gonna take this mess and we're gonna put it into this thing. Oh no. Now, I've never actually made breadcrumbs before, which should not surprise you because there's lots of things I've never made before, and breadcrumbs is one of them, okay? So we are in this together. Now, apparently, I've never used this thing either, but you put this thingy on and we turn it on. Ready? Turn the outlet on first. Okay, here's another thing. In Canada and in the US, we do not have the on and off switch on our outlet plates. We don't have that. It's just always on. So when you plug something in, it's just on. Anyway, we'll save that for another video. Let's make breadcrumbs. Oh my god. Okay, so that was absolutely terrifying. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Now, I've got a thing of breadcrumbs. Some are various sizes, so that's fun. And once this chills for a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and dump these in it. And then we stir with a spoon until the mixture thickens. And then we're gonna add butter, and then we're gonna season it, and then we're gonna eat it, I guess. Now, normally this is served with turkey because it is like a Christmas thing, but I haven't made my turkey yet. Just kidding, I'm not making one, but I will eat one. So we're just gonna have bread sauce, and we're gonna see what it tastes like, okay? Use your imagination what it would be like with turkey. I can do that. I know you guys can do that too. Now, the only thing I'm not really sure is okay, so, God, cooking fills me with anxiety. It tells you to turn the heat off, which I have, and this is just sitting. It doesn't say to turn the heat back on when we add the breadcrumbs and the butter. So we just don't put the heat back on? All right, if you say so. Okay, so I have my, can you see it? Beautiful. Now we're supposed to take the onions out and save them. Ooh, what are we gonna do with them? Nothing. But you can use them for stuff because apparently they taste real nice. So, you know, do whatever you want with that. Now we add our breadcrumbs. My favorite food group. Okay, so this thing pops out, just in case you weren't sure. Okay, now you know. And now I know. Don't tell anybody that happened. So the instructions say to add the breadcrumbs and stir until the mixture thickens and becomes smoother. So, okay. Next up, we are going to put in 25 grams of butter. Yum! Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt, if you don't mind. I gotta tell you guys, I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, I like onion. It's like a creamy sort of thing happening. But I am nervous. So this is what my mixture looks like. It's still got a bit of a chunk of the bread as asked for in the recipe, but it's starting to thicken up. And it, I mean, does it look appetizing? I'm not sure. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Now, you're supposed to have it with your Christmas meal, so with your turkey or, you know, some sort of meat, which I don't have. I'm kind of wondering about dipping bread into my bread sauce. Is that too gross? It doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it anyway. I wonder if the bread sauce knows that this is like cannibalism. It's like the bread sauce is added to the bread that I'm gonna eat. Anyway. So I got some good old King's Mill, which is the same bread that's in there. I don't know, I just kind of feel like I need something to dip it into, okay? So here we go. It's quite thick and creamy and stuff. Cheers, Merry Christmas. I'm scared. I'll tell you what, that oniony taste is real nice. Okay, here's the thing. I am shooketh. That's decent. That's pretty good. That's real good. That's really yum. It's like an onion, creamy. You got that clove taste, so there's like a little bit of something in the background, the bay leaf, and I am very shocked. You know what? I cooked some pigs in blankets the other day and I couldn't finish them all. So I kept them because you never know when you want a cold snack. I'm gonna dip this in this. I hope that doesn't gross anybody out. If it does gross you out, please go someplace else. I literally don't care. So we need to see what it tastes like with a meaty taste. With that bread sauce. Yum. Okay, I can't really taste it that much on that sausage because, I don't know, the sausage has a lot of flavor because it's like a Christmas sausage, whatever, and it's got the bacon and all the rest of it, so it's really hard to like taste the subtleties of this slop, but it's really nice with bread. You know what? This is not bad. If I ever went to a Christmas party and somebody brought out the bread sauce, which has never happened to this day, but knock on wood, it could happen, I would not turn it down. It's a really, again, onion, creamy, sort of really nice flavor. That's probably why it's stuck around since medieval times. If you make your own bread sauce, let me know what you do. I'm sure there's lots of variations and I'm sure people are saying in the comments I've done it wrong or that this was a waste of time because nobody eats bread sauce. To which I say, I'm gonna eat bread sauce. So, not nobody. Thank you guys so much for your support this year. I will see you next week though, so we won't say goodbye just yet. But I hope you have a great Christmas. And if you're watching this after Christmas, I hope you had a great one. Either way, I hope you have a lovely time with your friends or family or whoever you spend Christmas with. If you have any other ideas of things you'd like me to try to make, please let me know. Obviously, I'm not taking any more Christmas suggestions because that has come and gone, but there are lots of things that this country still eats, literally from medieval times, and I would love to try and make them to my ability, which is not very high. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye! Pretty gross, isn't it? Tastes pretty good though. Don't judge a book by its cover, but also looks